Welcome guys, I'm excited that you're here and I'm excited to share this new program with you. The new program's called NC Go and it's 45 minutes of non-stop action. So it moves really quickly. You're gonna feel like those 45 minutes really fly by. Here in the beginning, we're just gonna talk about a brief overview of what the day is gonna look like, what the workout is gonna look like. And then from there, as we move through this together, we're going to talk about each individual piece more in depth, talk about the movements, some substitutes that we can make for those, and really how to perform those movements correctly. Right now, we'll just talk about a real quick brief overview of what the day is going to look like. We're going to start off with a quick Tabata for our warm-up. That's going to include some dumbbell strict press and some mountain climbers, and that's as simple as the warm-up is going to get. It's going to be really quick. Just get that heart rate pumping and kind of get those shoulders warmed up a little bit. Next, we'll move into a strength portion, which is going to have an AMRAP of push-ups, so a 2-minute AMRAP of push-ups, and then it'll move into a 10-minute EMOM of dumbbell curls and dumbbell strict press again, and then finishes with another quick AMRAP of push-ups. Again, we'll get more in depth of what that's going to look like and specific time formats and stuff like that later on, but just know that that's going to be coming as our strength portion. After that, we're going to move into the workout piece. The workout piece is going to be 4 sets, a minute of each movement, and then a minute of rest in between sets. First one is going to be a double dumbbell snatch. Again, we'll talk about substitutes for that if you don't have 2 dumbbells or if you don't have any dumbbells, some things that you can use to sub for that. 1 minute of those double dumbbell snatches, then a minute of 30 seconds of floor press and 30 seconds of hollow flutter kicks. We'll talk more about what that looks like later. After that, we'll have a minute of max cardio. That could be run, row, bike, mountain climbers, toe touches, jump rope, any of that good stuff, right? So a minute of dumbbell snatch, a minute of floor press and hollow flutter kicks, a minute of max cardio, and then a minute of rest, and we'll repeat that 4 times. After that, we'll even have more. So we're gonna have a finisher after that that's gonna include some dumbbell side bends to work on those obliques on their side. So like I said, an action-packed day. Let's jump right into it. Let's get going. Let's get moving with a warm-up. right, guys, so we finished that warm-up. Let's move on to our strength piece next. Our strength piece is going to consist of a 2-minute AMRAP of push-ups. So in that 2-minute period, we're going to do as many push-ups as we can. If you're not quite strong with those push-ups yet, we can start with those standard push-ups and then scale down to our knees, or doing those push-ups on an elevated surface like a box or a chair or something like that. But let's try to stay moving for all 2 minutes, okay? Don't get to a point where you have to really stop and shake those arms out. Try to stay moving for all 2 minutes and accumulate as many reps as you can. Reps are what we're going to score in this, okay? After that 2-minute AMRAP of push-ups, we're going to take a 1-minute rest. After your minute rest, we're going to move into a 10-minute EMOM, alternating movements, okay? The first movement is going to be a 40-second dumbbell hammer curl. You can do that with 1 dumbbell. If you only have 1 dumbbell and it's a little heavier, you can do that as 1 dumbbell curls. If you have 2 and they're lighter, you can do them as alternating. Or if you only have 1 and it's lighter, you can do 20 seconds one arm, switch and do 20 seconds of another arm. The point there is to get 40 seconds of curls in during that minute window and then have a 20-second break. Okay, moving on, the second movement is going to be similar. It's going to be a dumbbell strict press. Again, if it's a heavier dumbbell like I've got, we're going to do 2-arm strict press. Or if you're big and strong and you want to use 1 dumbbell, alternate 20 seconds on each arm. Or again, if you've got 2, you can alternate or even press both at the same time. That's up to you. As long as we're working those curls and those presses for 40 seconds during those minutes, we're going to be happy. You'll get plenty of work in there, I promise, okay? 10-minute of EMOM, alternating minutes back and forth with each of those movements, and then we'll have another minute rest. After that minute rest, we're going to do the same push-up AMRAP that we did in the very beginning. Try to get as many push-ups in as we can during that 2-minute window. You're going to be a little more fatigued from that dumbbell strict press, but hopefully you'll gain some back and you'll get close to your first score there. Let's jump right into it, guys.
hanging by a thread, hung up on all the words you said, breaking free from this conformity that you force on me. Everything I do is one big show. It's about damn time that I take control. Put me under a microscope and watch me take control. What's this? I finally read this helplessness.
All right, we finished our strength portion. We're ready to move into the workout. As a refresher here, remember our workout's going to be 4 sets, a minute of max dumbbell snatches. You can do those as double dumbbell snatches or single dumbbell snatches alternating. If you have a backpack, you just use that as one object, obviously doing that for the full minute, or you could even do this with a kettlebell or barbell as well. After that minute of max snatching, we're going to move into a minute. We're inside that minute, we're doing 30 seconds of floor press and 30 seconds of hollow flutter kicks, which I'll demo both those for you in just 1 second. I've only got 1 dumbbell, so I'm going to use both hands on that dumbbell and knock it out for that floor press. Another option that you could do is to do the first round just floor press on the right arm, then the second round do just floor press on your left arm and switch back and forth like that. So essentially you would get 2 sets on each arm. It's really up to you with what you have at your disposal and your comfort with that weight, right? If you have a heavier weight, it may pay off to use both hands and use it for all 30 seconds. If you have a lighter weight, it may be better to go all 30 seconds on one arm and then the next round go 30 seconds on the other arm, right? After that, those hollow flutter kicks, that's gonna look the same no matter what you've got. So I'll show you that in just 1 second. After our floor press and hollow flutter kicks, we'll do a minute of cardio, which is that run, row, bike, jump rope, mountain climbers, toe taps, anything like that, and then a minute of rest. So walking back to the floor press and to the flutter kicks, I'll show you what both of those look like real fast. Great movements in there. You're really going to start to feel that chest and those abs in that minute.
changes.
Life. Life.
right, so we finished the workout. We're ready to move into the finisher now. The first part of the finisher is going to start with a 4-minute EMOM, and we're going to be doing dumbbell side bends in that. So the first minute of that EMOM, we're going to go dumbbell side bends on the right side. Second minute, we'll go on the left side, and then we'll alternate back right and left again, okay? So for 4 minutes there total, you'll go a minute on each side 2 times essentially. So starting on the right side, dumbbells in my right hand, I'm gonna slide down to the side as far as I can go, and then return slowly back up to standing. This is all about doing it slowly and under control. It's not scored for reps or anything like that. We really wanna feel the engagement of those obliques, those side muscles on our abs. Again, at the end of the minute, we'll switch hands and we'll go on the opposite side for a minute and then switch back. At the end of that 4-minute EMOM, we're gonna rest for a quick second and we'll move into a 1-minute AMRAP of Russian twist. Everybody knows what that looks like. You're in that crunch position. Back and forth on those Russian twists for a minute. Another oblique killer there. So really focusing on those obliques for our abs today. Nice little finisher, nice little ab workout to end the day. Let's get into it.